She gets back to him when she's free. We're not sitting around waiting.
Okay, that's crazy.
The biblical wife versus the bad girl. Like,
Ooh.
do men prefer the bad girl? I guess initial thoughts, everybody. What do y'all think?
That's a good question.
I think men like women that challenge them, and so a lot of times they'll mistake, hey, this woman is not a good woman. She doesn't really respect me, for somebody who is, challenging me, right? Or they have unresolved issues and they are just attracted to, women who are psychologically not there because they also aren't psychologically there. So that's another way that men can be attracted to that toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, oh, I had a thought. Well, because I see it the other way too, which is how I thought about it. Like how women are attracted to like bad boys, where it's like biologically we're just attracted to like that idea of that confidence
And
but
assertiveness.
Yeah, and that assertiveness. But when it's like distorted and you don't know who you are and you don't have a foundation, then it can turn into you liking things that have nothing to do with that, but can appear like that assertiveness and confidence. So I think it's the other way around, like with men that like those type of women.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. Well, let's see what this girl has to say about why men love bad girls.
I heard about this book.
Funny story before you play
Why
it.
men love bitches.
When me and Josh were on our honeymoon, there was actually like a girl in the pool reading this book.
Oh.
And we were like, wow, you don't really need that.
And
Oh.
she was also just with, obviously on a girls trip with one other woman. So not with a man.
I was wondering that.
But presumably trying to get a man. She was also older, so she was probably 40s, maybe 50, probably 40s.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
This book is Why Men Love B Words.
Yes. So we are on attraction principle number 5. If you start out dependent, it turns him off, but it is something that he can't have, it becomes more of a challenge for him to get it. This basically reiterates our point about acting like a prize. What a woman needs to understand is that when a man considers a woman to be a prize, looks have very little to do with it. She acted like a prize, and then a funny thing happened. He completely forgot who he was looking at. What we basically want a man to understand about us, and for them to see the impression that we give them, is that I'm enough, take it or leave it. We don't want to be, I'm not enough. So this looks like a couple of different examples. She gets back to him when she's free. We're not sitting around waiting.
Okay, that's so like the actual premise was not terrible. Like, hey, like you should be confident in who you are as a woman, and you should have your stuff together. Like you shouldn't be like, men aren't going to like the woman that's not sure of herself, right? But then to use that as a manipulation tactic is absolutely evil.
Yep.
Just completely evil. And so he's like, oh, I get back to you when I'm free. It's like, no, like neither party should be doing that. It's like, I should get back to you, in a timely manner. Like if we're having a relationship, like I shouldn't just be deliberately putting my phone off to the side because it hasn't been the allotted time. It hasn't been 2 hours since the last text. Like that's just crazy. And that's not how real successful relationships and marriages, work at all. Now, if I happen to be busy and I don't look at my phone, like for instance, Kenya texted me when I was in Phoenix doing a shoot the other day, and I probably didn't get back to her. It took me longer because I was in the middle of a shoot, right? But I wasn't saying like, oh, like I'm gonna keep her waiting because what is the yeah, I want her to want me more. It's like distance makes the heart grow fonder, that type of thing. It's like, yeah,
It's just mean.
yeah, it's just manipulative. It doesn't work. It's like you're not showing that you're actually in the relationship, you're showing that, oh, I'm manipulating you and to have power over you rather than to, I'm not doing things to help us both grow and to be there for you so that we can, be better as people. So, yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
that
evil.
yeah, that was my thing because I was like, I agree with you. Like the attraction principle that she had was like, it's not awful, but like because I feel like ultimately like we should act like the prize because we were bought at a price and we are have a certain level of worth and we should walk in that worth that we have as women. But the way that she said to go about it, I don't think that is a wise move.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you were saying, like the principle itself is not a bad one, and the core of it can be rooted in the word of God, but when it's turned on its head as a manipulation tactic, it's like no longer the thing that it was meant to be. Like when you're just a person living your life, you've got things going on. You are confident. Like you're in tune with your creator. It's just like it's happening. It's already in you. And if you just so happen to take a longer time texting whoever back, then you just do. But when you're forming a relationship, you have more consideration for that person. Like when I was first dating Alan, like I didn't those thoughts did not cross my mind at all. Like I'm gonna take an hour to text him back because I want him to want me more. Like
Yeah, like you
that
weren't playing
never came
games.
across my that
Yeah.
never came across my mind. My mind was like, okay, when I'm done with work, I'm gonna hit him back because I want to see him this weekend. Like that was my thought. And like even today now, like we don't text all day every day because we both have things going on because we're not joined yet because we're not married yet, so we're not living one life yet. But it's like we still keep tabs on each other. We're still talking throughout the day, like whether that's on the phone or like a quick update text. Like we still know what we have going on. And so it's like when you have that relationship, there's that consideration piece. And it's like it's not used for a manipulation tool for either one of us at our own like pleasure. That's just not a relationship. And that's not how you grow one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing is too, like, this woman here, like, obviously doesn't have a ring on her finger, and she's teaching people how to, I guess, get men in a sense, but it's for what purpose? Like, are you teaching them how to get men for just to have men, or are you trying to get them in a committed marriage, a long-term marriage, or is it just, oh, I just want a relationship for the sake of, having a man, him, you know, paying for this, doing that. It just
Sprinkle,
feeds into
sprinkle.
that. Yeah, it feeds
Mhm.
into that manipulation. Let's hear what this lady has to say.
Waiting for the phone to ring for him to call. We are doing our own thing. And if we're busy and we can't get back to him, like he calls us Monday, we can't get back to him Wednesday, it's completely okay. It keeps them coming
It keeps.
back.
No, it doesn't.
Not a
I mean,
romance.
yeah,
You-
not like
Yeah,
because real
yeah.
men have stuff to do. So like, if we
Exactly.
call you and you don't answer, and then you don't get back to us in a timely manner, it's like, well, we're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're now if you hit him back on Wednesday and he's like, yes, yeah, I want to hook up. He's a simp. You're like, yeah,
Like I've
yeah,
been waiting for you.
yeah, yeah. Those guys always come back.
Always.
And ironically, those are the guys that they don't even want.
Never.
And so they're playing games and they're throwing out bait to hook guys that they don't even want.
Mm,
Like, these games don't work with real guys.
that's true.
It's crazy.
She sees him when it's convenient for her. He's on our time. On our time. We're not on his time. That is the one mistake a lot of women make these days, is that we're always on his time. No. I'm going to see you when I'm free, when I can fit you and pencil you into my schedule.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that? We're on your guys' time, and when you can pencil us in.
I don't know. I just think it's like a relationship is like give and take. So like I'm on your time, you're on my time. Like, we're on each other's time. Like, whenever you can squeeze me in or I can squeeze you in, it's like, I don't think it should be like this game thing where it's like, I'm just gonna play with him and I'm just gonna have him come whenever I'm ready because I want to be in control of this relationship. When really it's like, if you want like a sturdy, real relationship and you talk to people that are in successful relationships, like there's a level of give and take, and it's no like this manipulative decision making when it comes to hanging out with each other. Like, you just hang out with each other when you want to hang out with each other.
Correct.
Exactly.
Like, you're going to make time for the things that you value. And so you deliberately saying, like, I'm not going to make time for you until the allotted time has passed doesn't show that you really value that person in a genuine way. And so it's like, yeah, I may be busy, but somebody would say, hey, yeah, this is the deal. Look, I like you. I value you. I'm really busy during this season, but I'll be available and open on this date
Right.
coming up in the future. That's how you would handle that if you were really busy. But but just ghosting somebody and then randomly popping up one day, well, that's not going to attract, again, the guys that they want attracted to them, right? You're just attracting the simps that are, they're just mad because they can't get a woman anyway, because they haven't worked on themselves. They're not pushing aggressively to be the best that they can be. And those women, yeah, they might go on a date with them, especially if they're, like a pretty boy, but they're not ultimately going to be attracted to them long term, because they're going to see that the characteristics that those guys exude, it ain't it, right? It's not that. And so, but also, just piggybacking off of the last conversation we have, the women that are playing these games aren't the women that are going to help push those guys forward. And so it's really a match made in heaven, right? That these guys are attracting, or that these girls, excuse me, are attracting the simps because they're both just mediocre. They're just, just thriving in their mediocrity. The mediocrity is the only thing that they truly thrive at, right? But the ironic thing is neither one wants a mediocre person.
I would even argue like the women that like follow this kind of mindset, that their friendships with other women aren't that great either. Because if you're willing to like be manipulative and be very transactional when it comes to men, like what is your relationship with other women looking like? What's that friendship foundation looking like with them? You play fleshly games, you win fleshly prizes. Rather than trying to play the game to get a man, focus on being the woman God intended for you to be. Because like I said at the beginning, if you play fleshly games, you win fleshly prizes. So if you want to be manipulative, then you're going to get a guy that will probably manipulate you too, or get a guy that will treat you not in the way God would want you to be treated.
Oh. Yes.
Amen.